Hey, what's up everybody? Dave from Quarter Flips here. Today I've just got this kind of stream of consciousness video planned out for just one idea, something I've just run into and had a little bit of trouble with in the last day. I was working on another video with what sold and some packaging stuff and a whole other issue that I want to talk about. And I'm going to get to that probably next week, but I'm going to do this one right now. Just no bells and whistles. I'm just going to talk about this one thing. I run into this issue quite often. Maybe some of you do too. I kind of got an answer last night for one of my questions about an issue I have with eBay international shipping and lotting up different items to send all at once to one customer. Sometimes that causes a problem, and I figured it out. So I'm going to impart that knowledge. Maybe that'll be helpful to someone, but I also have questions about eBay shipping for some of you that have more experience in this regard. I may be doing something wrong on my end. I might be causing my own problem here. So if that's the case, I would love to hear feedback from anybody who knows about this. But let's get into it and I'll explain what this is all about. Every once in a while, people buy more than one item from me at a time. The vast majority of sales are just one person buying one thing. But sometimes people will buy a bunch of stuff. They'll put them in their cart and they'll buy them. I sometimes get a request for an updated invoice. This is someone who's going to buy, say, maybe 3 DVDs. And I get a request that says they would like me to alter the shipping, to adjust the shipping so that it makes more sense, because on each of those DVDs, they're being charged a full DVD shipping amount. So that's $4.47 is what it is right now. They're going to do 3. They see on their invoice that it's over $13 for shipping, and they know that's not right. I'm happy to adjust that. So I adjust it to $4.47 because all 3 can go for under £1, and I send it back to them. They buy it, we're all happy, everything's good. And then sometimes I get a message from someone saying, hey, I'm trying to buy these 3 DVDs or 5 DVDs or however many or whatever the items are, and it says the shipping is going to cost this much and it's too much and I don't know how to do this. Can you send me an invoice that has the shipping adjustment in it? And I have to tell them, I can't send you an invoice until you've committed to buy the items. And they say, well, I don't know how to send you an invoice. Now, I'm not a buyer, I'm a seller. I don't know how to walk them through that process. But to the best of my knowledge, everybody doesn't get the option to send an invoice request to the seller. I don't understand this at all, but I've had people say, yeah, I've got all your stuff in my cart. I just can't, there's no button. There's nothing here that I can click to send you a request for an adjusted invoice. And I can't see what they're seeing on their side. I've heard that they have to commit to buy before they get that option. But the problem is I've heard people say, I was never given the option to send this, so I just paid the shipping, it's too much, can you give me a refund? Now, I'm perfectly willing to do that. I'll refund the person back the extra shipping amount. But a lot of people aren't willing to spend the money up front and it becomes a hassle. So what I've done as a workaround is whenever someone says I want to buy these 5 items, I'll say, hey, I'll take those down out of my store and I'll make an auction just for you. Or not an auction, that's the old days coming out. I'll make a listing just for you, a listing that only you can buy. Now, technically anyone could buy it, but I put in the title that this listing is for this user and I put their eBay username only. And I put in the description that this is based on a discussion we had. No one else may buy it, and if they do, I'll cancel the sale. No one's ever bought anything that was meant for someone else. It hasn't been a problem. And I've done this like a dozen times. So this usually goes well. I put the thing up. It takes a little bit of work. I'll pack the thing up and weigh it and know how much it's going to go out for. And then I put the listing up and usually they buy it within a couple hours and we're good to go. But I ran into a problem last night. Someone wanted 5 DVDs and they said, hey, international shipping on these is going to be a lot of money. I've got them in my cart and it says, it's trying to assess an international shipping fee on each of the 5 DVDs. It's way too much money. I can't buy it. Can you sell them to me cheaper? I said, well, I use eBay's international shipping program. I don't even set that number. They set that number because it's their program. So, hey, what I'll do is I'll take these DVDs down and I'll make a listing just for you. And they said, cool, let's do it. And that's what I did. I put their DVDs together in this box. So I had a size and a weight. Their 5 DVDs are in here. And I put the listing up. And in the listing, I said that this was a private sale for them. And then in the body of the listing, in the description, I wrote what the DVDs were and thought we were good to go. Put it up live, sent them the link to it in the messaging system in eBay. And they came back right away with, hey, I can't buy this. It says that you don't sell to Canada, that you will not ship to my address in Vancouver, BC. I was very frustrated by this because I just set this thing up specifically for them. I don't have Vancouver or Canada blocked in my general setup, and I am in the eBay international shipping program. But they sent me a screenshot showing what they were seeing. So I said, well, maybe it's just, I just put the listing up. Maybe it has to kind of get into the system. So they tried again and they tried again. A little later, they tried again. It still wasn't working. And this was kind of tugging at my memory. I remembered something like this had happened before. Someone had tried to buy something from me and we never were able to get it to go through the eBay international shipping program. So I looked around and I finally found a message board that explained it. And we did solve this issue. And I am shipping this box to the person in Canada, and it is going through the eBay international shipping program. But it's a bit of a trick. So here is the issue. There's nothing that eBay has programmed that will tell you this is what's happening. And this is a failure on eBay's part. It is. All they do is tell the buyer, you can't buy this, they don't ship to you. So if I had just put up a lot of DVDs and this buyer had tried to buy it without ever talking to me, they would have just got this message, I don't ship to them, and they would have moved on. But it wouldn't have been true. Here's what it is. Any kind of lot of items where you've got collected items that are different, the international shipping program will not allow that buyer to buy it from you because from what I understand, the custom form that they're going to auto-generate will not be able to differentiate what those things in the lot are. So technically, they will not be following the law about how the customs forms need to work. And it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that instead of telling me, hey, someone from Canada is trying to buy this item from you and they can't, can you separate it out or do something? Instead of giving me an option that allows me to put in what each individual thing is for the customs form, they simply tell the buyer no, and they never tell the buyer why this issue has happened. And it's super, super annoying. So I went in and I tried to adjust the wording on the thing. I set up a whole new listing, I put it up, and they still couldn't buy it because it was still, the wording still, it didn't say lot, it didn't say collection, it didn't say any of that, but it just didn't work. So then I tried again and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna change what it is that I'm saying I'm selling. All these DVDs are classic movies. So I changed it to say, started a whole new listing, and I said, DVD box set of classic films. DVD box set is singular. It's a set of DVDs and they're in a box. I'm gonna get semantic here with it. It's a set of DVDs in a box, DVD box set, classic films. And then I list what a couple of the films were, etc., and put the buyer's name. In the description, all I said was, as discussed for buyer, eBay user, I said their name, no one else may buy this. Put that up, a couple of seconds later, the sale went through, they were able to buy it, it's shipping through the eBay International Shipping Program. That's really annoying. So what happened the other time, and it happened like a year ago, so I'm just like barely remembering, but a buyer from another continent was having this problem trying to buy some of my records, and they also didn't want to do the money refunded back. And we tried and never found a solution. And what they ended up doing was, because I sell these same records in other locations, because I had the record label and I'd sell on Discogs, they were able to eventually find me on their own outside of eBay. So we didn't we didn't violate the rules of eBay where you say, hey, let's do a private sale. Because I had told them we can't do that. I'm not going to risk my seller account because someone wants to buy a handful of records, right? But they did find me on another selling platform legitimately, and they knew who I was and said, hey, let's do this. And I was able to get that sale accomplished somewhere else. Now that I know what the problem is and that I've made this video, so hopefully I won't forget next time, I'll be able to figure out how to properly word the private sale to get those items through to the eBay International shipping service. Now, I think if I had just set it up where I would sell directly to the customer, I think you can opt out of eBay International shipping for one item, or you can also designate that you're willing to ship directly to them yourself. I think I could have still done that and put in the weight, and they would have paid, the actual shipping value, and then I would have used Pirate Ship to ship it and gotten a discount because they also have a special shipping program. Although they don't auto-generate the customs forms, I have to fill out the customs forms, so I wouldn't run into that problem with that. So that is another way around it. But part of me wonders if my whole issue with people not being able to lot these things up when they're individual sales, if it's because I don't have there's like a shipping, what is it called? I know there's some features that I don't use, like shipping rule calculations or something like that. I haven't explored it. I think maybe years ago when I looked at it, it didn't work out for me, so I just left it alone and figured I'd deal with these cases individually as they come up, but they're coming up and they're annoying. And I'd really, really like for people to be able to say, I want to buy these items, and they can just lot them together and get the cheaper shipping on it without a lot of hassle. I don't understand why there's so much hassle. I don't understand why eBay can't just say, this customer wants to buy these items, what's the price? Like, there should be a clear and definitive and always working way for someone to send you a request for an invoice for the items that they want. And I think the problem is that when someone puts something in their cart, it's not purchased yet. So someone can put something in their cart and then someone else could come along and buy that item, and then they could not buy it. So if they put it in their cart and sent you an invoice request, you send the invoice, they haven't purchased it yet, someone else buys it, it probably creates some kind of problem. But I don't know, I'm just speculating. Who out there of you sellers has had experience with this, that knows where I'm failing or where I'm making a mistake, where you could give me some advice? Let me know in the comments. You can yell at me, I'd rather you didn't, but if you feel like you need to come that way, controversy in the comments drives the algorithm, so I'm down with that. But like I like polite advice much more, and impolite comments are what I'll be talking about in the next video, because I've had some of those recently, and they're sparking some conversation, at least in my mind, that I want to talk to you all about also. So that'll be next week's video. But for now, whether you're a buyer or a seller, what can be done to make these shipping issues with eBay easier? I'd love to know what you think. All right. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.